Okay, so let's learn about another way of actually creating the table view, the same thing that we actually did in the last video. So we'll say table view example. Okay, and we'll say next, and we'll just create somewhere over here. Okay, so we'll go to the main storyboard, and over here what we'll do is we'll make some space, and then we'll actually add a table view over here, and then we will actually add the constraints. So the constraints will be, it'll be 0 from every side of the view, so it's basically stretched, and we'll say 0 0 0 0, and we'll say okay. So we added that. The second thing that we'll add is a table view cell, so we'll write and drop it over here, and we'll call this as cell. So now we have a cell, we have a table view, which is actually over there. Next, what we want to do is earlier, remember, like we actually added an IB outlet for that particular table. So instead of the IB outlet, and then we actually, in the view did load, we actually said that the table.delegate is equal to self and table.data source is equal to self. So we actually don't need to write and do all of that. What we can do is we press Control, drag and drop this over here at the small thing, and it says the outlets that you want to create. So I'll say data source, and I will do it again, and I'll say delegate. So I have a data source and I have a delegate, right? So I'll come back to the view controller and make some space for me, and then I will say that this UI table view data source, comma UI table view delegate. So I'll conform to these two different protocols, and then I will actually say it'll actually ask me to fix these two things. So I'll copy this and paste it down somewhere. Okay, and then I'll say let ARR is equal to a new array. Let's say the same example. Okay, so I have all of these different names. So in the number of rows in the section, we will just return arr.count. Okay, and over here we will actually say let cell is equal to table view dot dequeue reusable cell with identifier. So the identifier over here for us was cell that we added, and this was index path. Okay, and we are returning this cell. Okay, so we got the cell and we're returning the cell, but for that cell we have to set the text. So for setting the text, what we do is we'll say cell dot text label dot text will be equal to ARR of index path dot row. Okay, so we get the text, we get the row, and then we just basically run this. Over here we don't have to write the table view, and we don't have to actually create a outlet for that. It does it for us. Okay, which one? Oh, return, sorry, return. Okay, so we run this, and ta-da! We actually have all these names which are actually showing up over here. Okay, so next what we will learn is we'll actually learn how to use table view controller. Okay, thank you.